Hi, welcome back to West Coast Geeks. I'm your host, Joaquin. How we doing, people? You know who's with me.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Eric.
Up indeed. So, here we go. Year-end channel review 2022. For those of you who've just recently joined with us, thank you very much. Um, so Eric noticed that this is the Ready Player One image, and the reason why I chose this is because I was like, I really don't have a good image for West Coast Geeks. Like I was thinking about maybe putting some using like a kid playing what was that one? Dragon's Maze or Dragon's Quest?
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah, Dragon's Lair. Him playing Dragon's
Yeah.
Lair and then maybe putting some other little iconic symbols of other characters watching him play.
Mhm.
Like maybe putting like Darth Vader and then putting like a red dragon or whatever. Like just putting other things that we
Yeah.
talk about. And yeah, I haven't got to it. Probably won't anytime
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah. I haven't gotten to it.
But it will look cool when it's done, people.
Yep.
Yeah, this is gonna be our year-end channel review and let you know what we plan on doing. And we're
All right.
adding in some new topics and subjects. So
Ooh.
yeah. All right. So first up, Magic the Gathering, MTG, the future content for this channel. Um, for those of you who have been with me for a long time, notice that I used to just do majority Magic the Gathering content with my boy Greg, and then he got burnt out. And the numbers, quite frankly, are just not there. Like I'm not picking up the content that I mean the viewership or the subscribers I thought I would do because I'm an okay player at best. Like I'm good against okay players, and I'm terrible against good players. So I thought it would be funny for you to watch my gameplay as I make mistakes and Greg yells at me. And apparently, you guys didn't find that funny. and so, and so now I just limit it to just playing some budget videos that, depending on what the topic is or whatever, um, they do okay ish. Like, no,
Mhm.
actually, they don't. But
So you do you
it,
collect cards still though?
what? No, I don't. That was the other thing too. It's like I
Really?
was like opening packs at the very beginning and showing off my collection, and I sold all that off before
Oh wow.
the before and during the COVID. And
Uh-huh.
then so I'm really shifting this. Like I still want to do some MTG content where like maybe once or twice a week. I haven't even been doing that. I'm just gonna be putting down like a budget video if I find a deck that's pretty tight.
Uh,
And I'm gonna try to do it for like Mondays and Tuesdays. And then
okay.
the rest of the week I'm just gonna be dropping like D&D content and other things that I find because um this is my second channel because my first channel is Comic Book Gallery, and I put everything on Comic Book Gallery, but a lot of people weren't following these videos as much. Like they follow the comic book, but then when it came to these, they were like, okay, whatever. So my
Yeah.
mistake was I should have named the video channel. It should have just been West Coast Geeks, and I could have
Yep.
consolidated
Combined everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I have these two channels. But so yeah, if I start getting more likes on the videos and other things, then yeah, I'll start bringing on other people to talk about the future of MTG from perspective of somebody who used to sell and flip cards to the current what's the word I'm looking for? The current status, I guess, but it's another word.
Meta.
Um, so
Or meta of the game.
I
Now I'm
guess
curious, do you maybe you should do some videos on like, like how they have on Arena. They had, or do something like Commander's deck, Alchemy. I kind of explain that because I think it would kind of be cool, but I really don't understand what alchemy is on Arena. So I
so
don't
alchemy came about because
Commander, right?
no, alchemy came
No.
about because of Hearthstone. So Hearthstone came in and started robbing MTG Moto, the MTG Online, a lot of its players because it had cool graphics and it was just a simpler game. So
Okay.
Arena it finally forced Wizards of the Coast to come out with their product. And so
Okay.
when you have a card that's OP, they would usually just ban it like they normally would, but they would give
Hmm.
you if there was a mythic, and it's usually a mythic or a rare that got banned, they would give you a replacement for it.
Like a wild card.
Yeah, they give you wild cards for whatever
Okay.
it was. They don't want to do that anymore. So they had a brilliant idea of like, we'll just keep it in the format, but it's a new format called alchemy. Excuse me. So
Ah,
alchemy has tanked, and I'm not
has
saying
it really?
people don't play it and people don't like to play it, but as a whole, alchemy has tanked so bad that all they do is just keep pushing alchemy. And anytime they have free little events or do stuff, I play it just for the prizes, and that's it. I don't even
Mm.
do alchemy videos because
Wow.
they're not even worth my time.
What do you feel about Commander?
Oh, I like Commander. So they don't
See,
have Commander yet. So they have Brawl. I'm waiting for them.
oh,
The rumor is they're trying to work on 4-player Brawl. If they're able to do that and do a historic Brawl, that will bring in a lot more people into Arena and they'll start spending more money. And that's a
see,
big
I
cash.
have. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say that's a big cash cow for them. So go ahead.
I had my problem is well, not the problem really, because I bought a shit ton of cards when they came out. With Forgotten Realms, I must have bought like 5 starter draft or 5 set boxes
Why?
because I love D&D and I used to love Magic, dude. I played this in the beginning when Magic first came out. We were one of the first, dude. I have a ton of alpha cards, beta cards, and just hanging out.
You better sleeve all that stuff.
Oh, it's all it's sleeved and in
No, maybe we'll do a video on that. We could show off your collection because
I don't even want to talk about my main collection, which ended up in the storage unit that didn't get paid, and
oh,
yeah, oh dude, I had like 3 of the 5 boxes. I had all I was probably 9. I had Time Twister, I had Time Vault, I had Mind Bond, all those. I had all those cards, all alpha cards.
so if you guys are big Storage War fans, you probably saw Eric's collection.
Yeah, if you saw a storage unit with a bunch of Magic cards being sold in Vegas, that was me. Yeah. Like
So,
I think I was like 9 or 10 cards away from a full alpha set. Because
damn.
we got a bunch of we are like Magic the Gathering, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
We got a few boxes, and then because alpha sold out so like it sold out so in what was it? Not even 6 months, it was done.
Yeah, I
Like
remember
they
that because I
were
got
out of
into
cards.
it and then I'm like, well, what's going on? They're like,
Yeah,
they're
you
sold
couldn't get
out.
any cards.
Yeah.
I still have like 3 Sarah Angels that are alpha, and they're like in hard case plastic. I
Nice.
might one of the days I might break it down.
There you go. All right, so
Yeah, but
that's basically it.
yeah, sorry.
No, 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 no. I mean, we're
I
talking
drank.
about MTG and
Yeah.
so basically I've moved over to a Dungeons and Dragons. I've already gained like we're already close to or over 150 subscribers.
Look
So
at
if you
that.
would really like to support the channel, become a subscriber, hit the like button so our content is shared.
And
And
our
let's move
content,
on.
the content is gonna grow too.
It is. We're gonna be making more videos. I'm committed to making more videos, whether Eric can make it or not.
Yeah, my work sucks.
Yep.
Well, once the holidays are over, it shouldn't be so bad.
Yep. So the future of D&D. Are you
Yeah, we're
looking
not talking
forward to
about that.
one D&D, aka 6th edition? Well, you heard our answer. We're
AKA
not.
subscriptions, AKA paywalls,
Yeah.
AKA pay to play.
So our
Yeah, I don't like where this is going.
no, neither do I. But I'm just gonna take a wait and see attitude. And we're gonna do a video actually about that, talking about
Oof.
why all
Yeah.
these channels are whether they're hyping it up or doom and gloom. It really doesn't matter. So that's definitely gonna be one of our videos and talking about that. Our goals for the coming year. So, if you're new to the channel, hello, thanks for stopping by.
Hola.
We just did the Monster Manual, and we did an in-depth review. That's my favorite word, in-depth, because it
In-depth
sounds
review.
fancy.
IDR.
Yep, in-depth review. So Eric
In-depth
reads
review.
everything, and then we both share, mostly me or mostly I, share funny stories, and we just go over the stats
Hashtag
and
Titan love letter.
yeah, Titan love letter. Why you should allow a Chiron to be ridden.
Son of a bitch. Hashtag jerk Joaquin.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories. So,
Hashtag snob.
yeah, Jesus. When I think about all the different stories in there, it's just too funny.
That's pretty, dude. That should be a video. Like splice together all the stories.
The top
Of
10
the
jerk Joaquin stories.
yeah. Jerk Joaquin stories. No, but like you should do like a top 10 or maybe not top 10, maybe top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5 Monster Manual stories.
Yeah. We'll start off the new year that way, maybe.
That'd be hilarious.
So,
And we all know what number one's gonna be.
ooh, that's hard. We so far we got the don't ride the Kyren,
Don't ride the
Titan
Kyron.
uh,
Hashtag Titan Love Letter.
Titan love
Uh,
letter,
hashtag what is it?
DM
Free
shaming. That was the Titan. That was the Kyren.
the
But there was a
Kyron, yeah. Dirk Joaquin hashtag DM shame.
yep.
That's the same one. You got the Ifrit or the
Oh
genie
yeah, because I broke
pack
that.
mule.
Yep.
What was there's some more in there. We're gonna have to go through and listen to them again. But yeah,
How you ended the description of Tiamat being a bitch? That's part of top 5.
hey,
Yeah,
yeah, 50 points of damage. What the hell was that?
that's crazy. And yeah, we have a lot. There's a lot of other stories in there. Not all of them are all that funny, but the ones that we mentioned are pretty
Towards the
hilarious.
end, once we got like halfway through, we're getting on kind of a roll. There was some pretty funny ones in there.
Yeah, there. I was like, you did what?
Yeah, right. You let them do what?
So,
Oh my goodness.
our big project for this year coming up, because we're starting off with first edition, and I want to give people a solid history of the products of what was presented at the time,
Hmm.
and so we did the monster manual. I've already done this video with this box set with my boy Greg. You can check that out in the history of D&D. We're going to be doing the player's handbook, and then we're going to be doing all the first edition old school adventures, which is those were all the tournament modules that they released. So if you went to the Gen
Yeah.
Cons and whatever, that's what you played. So it was the first official D&D modules not in a box set was G1, people. Setting of the Hill Giant Chief, G2, can't remember its name.
Which one?
G3, something of the Hall of the
E2 was the
Frost Giant.
glacial rift. Was it glacial rift of the frost giant or the
Yeah,
Jarl or whatever?
yeah,
And
something like
then
that. The
well, you
D1,
also had B1 Search of the Unknown, right?
no, D1 is Descent into the Earth.
Okay.
D2 is Shrine of the Kuatoans, which is I
Yeah.
love that adventure.
Oh, and then the Vault of the
And then the
Drow.
Vault of the Drought, and then they also had
Yes.
they also had T1 Village of Hamlet, which I
Village of
consider
Helmet, yeah.
one of the best starting adventures, along
That
with.
was in yeah, that was in with Keep of the Borderlands and White Blue Mountain around the same time, no?
Mm, no, those came out later because right now it's just G1, G2, G3, D1, D2, D3. And then
And
the
Tomb
other
of
ones
Horrors.
came out a little bit for the Queen of the Spiders and all that. But this was like the first year.
Yeah.
So they released
Yeah,
all that.
Monster Manual was 77, and you have the Holmes edition,
Yeah.
Sutherland art.
So right after, so here's the interesting part for me. Like once they released the Monster Manual, then they went into started doing the adventures. Then they let out the player's handbook. So excuse me for 1 second.
Well, I thought the Adventures came out the same year as the player. They all came out in 78. It
They
was the
did,
DMs
but
got
I
didn't
don't know
come out.
when exactly what came out first. So
Yeah, they all came out the same year, but I don't know. Yeah, like you said, I don't know which came out
yeah.
when.
So we're gonna start off with the player's handbook, and then we're gonna do those adventures.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna be doing DM tips after Eric and I do a review of how to do those adventures. If help you add flavor,
Okay.
and that's gonna pretty much on top of our Underdark videos, on top of our Dragonlance, and any other little thing
Holy
that we.
shit, we got a lot of videos.
Yeah, we do. So hopefully, you guys are enjoying this content and stick around. Next year's gonna be a
We
big
got a
year
lot.
for
We
us,
got a
people.
lot of stuff to slog through. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, my goal is for us to actually try to hit 1,000 subscribers next year. So hopefully, you
Nice.
guys can help us out with that.
Ramp it up.
Our next topic is bringing in Warhammer Fantasy and 40K topics. Eric is a fantasy player like myself, but he also plays 40K. Where I never got into 40K because it just wasn't my
Mhm.
thing. So
Well, now it's not called fantasy anymore. It's now called Age of Sigmar.
I don't give a damn. It's fantasy, okay?
Fuck your new names.
Yeah, you can call it whatever the fuck you want. Now, here's the thing, though. I'm not going to say the Age of Sigmar doesn't sound cool. It's just what it represented to me, and we're gonna
Yeah,
do
when they
videos
killed off
about that.
fantasy, I was super bummed, dude. I
Yeah,
mean, I didn't burn down my dark elf army like some people did on YouTube, but yeah,
yeah. So that's gonna be another thing. We're gonna be adding that to the mix. And
nice.
now the wrap up. Happy New Year content
Happy New
coming
Year.
soon. So, big year ahead of us, people, and I hope you guys are along for the ride. And more importantly, leave comments in the videos. I read them to Eric. I share them. I get back to him as soon as I can, usually within a day or two.
Mhm.
And if there's anything that you want to know more about, um, I don't think we're going to tackle Dark Sun unless enough people leave a comment below, type of thing.
Mhm.
That probably be the
Yeah,
next year
Dark
because
Sun is super like Dark Sun and Planescape, those were really kind of
yeah, those are going to
later.
be like when we go, hey, this year we're going to be doing Dark Sun. We're going to be dedicating that year, the majority of that year, plus whatever we're doing with the other first edition stuff. Because the Dungeon Master's Guide is going to be like, damn,
Yeah.
dude.
Dude, I'm thinking that player's handbook, I mean, it took us what, 4 months for the monster manual. That player's handbook might take us 6 months, might take us through summer.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
easily.
with everything else we wanna release, so you figure if we aim, summertime to wrap up the player's handbook, and then we, do a few of the modules here and there, and plus on top of the other content, like you said, the Dragonlance stuff. We have, what else? What was the other one you said? I forgot.
40K content.
Oh yeah, yeah, 40K content. We have other, character in-depth review of certain characters in D&D mythology, like Lord Soth from Dragonlance. We could do one on, Eos from Greyhawk, or,
Yeah,
we
there's
could
good.
do different. Oh, and that's another thing we talked about doing. When we go through these adventures, like Vault of the Dro, Shrine of the Kuatoa, we also want to do little side videos of where in Greyhawk those adventures take place, and kind of give an overview of the region in Greyhawk that these adventures take place.
Yeah, because I
Kind of
just
give you
grabbed my
perspective.
Steading of the Hill Giant Chief, and I'm like trying to look through. It's like so it's talking about the backgrounds and blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Even though it's really interesting, I'm not trying to like downplay that. But
Yeah,
I'm looking
a
for
lot of
like
it's
I'm looking
gonna.
for like they don't even really give a
Yeah,
they
it's
don't give a
it's
placement
very
on the
vague.
map yet. That doesn't come until like a little bit later. I want to say that they really
Yeah,
start
the
grounding these
the big
adventures.
yeah, the big Greyhawk map didn't come out till later.
Yeah,
But you
so
have all of, you have Furiundi, you have Valuna, you have the, Borderland, you have all those. Cyrene, was it Cyrene? Cylene? The Elf Kingdoms.
Berlin,
Been a long time since I pulled
Berlin.
that map out.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna be getting to all that too. So there's a lot, people. Lot to look forward to. So with that, man, Happy New Year, people.
Happy New Year, guys. Hope you had fun. Come back for more.